or a yoga studio, you know what I meant. This is why we started WeTravel, and this is how it works. First, you create a mini site for your trip on our site. And then the travelers pay securely on the site. But the biggest lifesaver is the dashboard, where you can manage all the financials and promote your trip. We launched last August, and up until now, our users have transacted more than $4 million worth of group trips through our platform. Our first niche is US business schools. Today, we are used in all top 10 business schools. From here, we are expanding niche by niche, yoga retreats, religious trips, and so on. It's a huge market with big revenue potential. Let's talk about it more. WeTravel is free for organizers and travelers. We have 3 revenue streams: a cut from transaction fees, commissions from selling travel products, such as flights and insurance. But most importantly, we become lead generation for local tour operators. This is only the beginning. By providing a convenient and time-saving platform for incredible tour organizer, we accumulate inventory of group trips that will make WeTravel the marketplace for unique group travel experiences. We are a UC Berkeley team with experience in travel industry and marketplace sales. We have just recruited growth team from Stanford and Hosteling International. 500 startups and foundation capital are among our investors. Just like group travel, it's not only the destination that matters, but it's also about the people whom you travel with. So, partner with us, join the journey with WeTravel. Thank you.
So each trip is almost like, it's like a meetup with a better dashboard that tracks everything.
Yeah, so what we are trying to do right now is what Eventbrite is trying to do 10 years ago. We are targeting amateur and semi-professional trip organizers. We don't want to work right now, at least with this tour operator and travel agency, because they already have a platform. My co-founders and I, we organized a lot of trips before we co-found this. So we know that there's a need for yoga teachers, dance teachers, students who want to organize trips easily. So, yes.
So what is the #1 reason why people use WeTravel today?
It's convenient, time-saving. Instead of using multiple tools at the same time, let me just give you an example. We have this dance teacher from San Francisco. When US just opened embargo to Cuba, he organized trip to Cuba, and the trip got sold out right away. And 2 years ago, when he organized these trips, usually he hires someone, pay her at the value of $2,000, and then he had to market everything through Facebook, and then use like manual spreadsheets and everything. It's just really cumbersome. So by using WeTravel, he just got into the site in less than 15 minutes, filling in a template with the information about whether he needs to collect deposit and how much is the deposit, how much is the trip, and then the itinerary, and he can easily pull in pictures from internet, and voila, he come up with a site, and then this site he can just post on Facebook, and he can also embed it on his own website.
It is a very crowded market, and there was a company called Drupal. I don't think it's around anymore, and a company called Groupize and Pay by Group. So what's your biggest differentiator?
All right. So first thing, what we believe is group trip is not democracy. Group trip is about having one person in the kitchen, like cooking. So we don't want to be a trip planning tool. We want to help the trip organizers. We want to find these trip organizers. The second, we're not about payment. We're about like collection, information collection, payment, and just like what I mentioned in the slides, we want to help this trip organizer to figure out who are the vendors that they can work with overseas. For example, we're working with a lot of yoga teachers right now, and the question that they ask us is, hey, if I want to organize yoga retreats, where are the retreat centers that I can work with? So we become this player of B2B2C. We started as a two-sided marketplace connecting trip organizers and travelers, but now we already have a list of tour operator, travel agency, retreat centers overseas. So starting next year, we can offer this retreat centers, hey, if you want to work with the yoga teachers, these are the lists.
In terms of, Norm?
No, go ahead.
Oh, in terms of, I like the fact that you targeted business schools to
Yeah.
start, because I know that that's
Yeah.
can be a pain point for,
Yeah.
for student groups.
Mhm.
As you scale, what's kind of the strategy to, start acquiring more consumers and
Yeah.
other people?
So we believe in be really hyper-focused. Just like when Eventbrite started, they focused on tech events. When Rakuten, this is the biggest marketplace in Japan, they start with electronics. So we want to be really hyper-focused. Now we realize that in the student segment, there are a lot of different niches that we can play in. One of that is business school. The others that I can share with you right now is religious student. So religious student trips, they organize these trips in a very low-tech way. So this is one of the niche that we're pursuing right now. And but we don't want to go through like the usual route of Greek organization because it's crowded. I agree with you. There are so many channels that people think, oh, it's really easy, but it's hard because people find things like that easy. So we already identified 10 different niche that we already have the research for the past 6 months to get to be really targeted for the next 1 year.
That was essentially my question as well.
And in terms of funding, or I guess it's undisclosed at this time?
Undisclosed, but I'm happy to share with you after this.
Thank you.
Thanks.